And let me just check here. I just because I'm waiting to see what's processed. We have Prisoner of War court audio too. Pete.
Oh, good. Yay.
So Pete, you're still there, right? Yeah.
He's on mute. You have to unmute now, Pete.
It's okay. Just make sure he's. I'm pretty. Yeah, I can see him. Christ, Mike, I'm gonna play your audio, and then no, it's 21 minutes. So looks like you guys will. I love you guys. Okay, here we go. No comment. Here it is.
Calling Senator Peter Williams to court room 2.
I am not that legal name.
I'll just ask you a quick consolidate these matters. I'll give a little bit of an explanation about the matter before that proceed. The accused is sitting behind me.
I am not the accused. Thank you.
His issue in relation to remand and things like that is he argues against the Commonwealth, basically the Commonwealth powers of the court, powers that bind him to hold a licence and things of that nature. He doesn't recognise the name Peter Williams, but I've explained...
Not my property.
The court doesn't particularly care too much about the identity of the person, more that the person involved is the person who committed the crime.
Nor am I a person.
On that basis, he's happy to enter a plea to the charges.
And I do not plea.
Further, in regards to his arguments himself, but he acknowledges that what the police say happened on those occasions is what happened to him.
Mr. Prosecutor, are you familiar with the case of McDonald in the county court, in the Supreme Court?
I'm not running that.
Well, it runs along those lines. But I think there's a more recent one. Basically,
Not aware of the particular rule. What it is happened.
well, basically, that the arguments concerning the Pure Acts Application Act
Acts don't apply to me.
those arguments fall into those two areas.
Yeah.
And no good.
Anyway,
Put it in a very...
I may have read that case you were in relation to speed measuring devices and stuff. It's not quite of that nature. It's basically the accused had his own beliefs and basically state that the name of Peter Williams is provided to him by the Commonwealth. It's not a name that he's chosen. It's not a name that he wishes to be recognised by. He resides under the natural law rather than the laws of the state, and doesn't.
Well, I think the Supreme Court has said that we're all subject to the rules of the state.
Yes, and I think perhaps the 8 days themselves have given him that realisation now.
And those laws only apply to the legal name.
I'm not being very helpful.
Correct, Your Honour. The reason I put these forward these matters is just to explain the fact that he has been in custody over what wouldn't necessarily be known as someone who's served custody sentences for.
How old are you, Mr. Sir?
6'6". May I speak at this point?
Nice try.
A couple more minutes.
Yes, sure.
I'm just really thinking that
I need to confirm a few more things.
66, you're probably really not enjoying the cells as, or finding it as easy as somebody who might be 40 years younger than you.
Hasn't been a problem really.
So, what's happening with all of these in terms of so, just for the sake of convenience, mine probably more than yours, could I refer to you as Mr. Williams?
Rather not at this point. But I wish to say a few things, if I could, just to clarify what I'm
won't
doing.
be stopping you when you say it.
No, that's all right.
Well, would you mind me just asking you, look, there's 15 charges here. Have you seen what they are?
I have.
And
they only apply to the legal name.
I think the prosecutor is in a roundabout way indicated that you might be pleading guilty to this.
This is a consideration today, yes.
And how's that consideration progressed?
The thing I'm concerned with is, and the reason I'm doing this, is to, I was hoping you would have got hold of my paperwork, which was issued 2 or 3 weeks ago now. But obviously you haven't seen anything at this point, which will explain everything entirely of what I'm doing.
And what does it say?
Well, I mean, there's pages and pages of literature there which I need to get you to look at to appreciate what's going on. It's a bit difficult, very hard for me to try and explain it all to you in one or 2 sentences.
Is this the paper we turned up that has blood on it?
Sorry?
It has blood on it?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, I can tell you there's no way that I'll be handling it.
Well, I know, because
And,
it's contract.
Nothing about the contract, but clearly by the reason of the fact that it's got blood on it. You would, in this day and age, everyone is very cautious about these.
That's
That's
okay.
why we say it, because people have all sorts of bugs. I'm not saying you do,
No, that's fair enough.
but some
But
people do.
yeah, well, the main
And
thing
people
is,
who frequent these places are probably more likely to have it than others.
perfectly healthy.
I'm sure. But it would, I'm surprised in some ways that you're not charged with some offence against the Court of Security Act.
Well, yeah. Well, the point is, I'm trying to make here is the fraudulent nature of the birth certificate, where it's all stemming from, this business of legal name. And that's all I'm trying to get around.
So why is the birth certificate fraudulent? Did your parents not give you a name, or?
They did, but it was stolen. Identity stolen. And I don't know whether you're aware of this, but if you read the papers, it explains it all, that the legal name is actually Crown copyright property, and I'm not to be using it. It says on the actual birth certificate it's not to be used for identification. And this is my problem. I don't want to commit fraud. This is why the whole thing is blown up with this big aspect.
So these type of arguments that have all been argued before the highest court in Victoria.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the second highest court, maybe you've got the Supreme Court, not the Court of Appeal, and been unsuccessful.
Yeah. Well, it's purely from my own perspective and my own judgment. But anyway, what I'm happy to do at this point is to accept the guilty, and all I wanted to do was get this in front of the court. That's the main issue. That's all I wanted to do, to make you aware of it, and I'm happy to move on. And if you can actually
a little more thought about sending paperwork to the court. Blood on it. would have been handy.
Well, that's something I consider to be my duty at this point, that's all, after what I've learned.
You see, you and I come from a different age demographic to where it wasn't a problem. But it is a problem now.
That's correct. That's why I'm going down this track.
So we have to turn our minds to the current state, don't we?
Certainly do. And that's why I'm doing this as far as the situation I'm in, but not wanting to commit fraud.
In the old, not in the old days, but in days gone by, people would appear under protest.
Protest and arrest, which is basically what I need to do. I don't really want to be here, of course. Let me put it this way. I don't believe, I know as a fact now, that this business with the Crown copyright is actually Crown business, and it's not mine, because that name I don't consider to be my property, and apparently the Crown has not given permission for me to use it, and this is the problem I've got with it. I have not received any correspondence from the Crown to say that I'm able to use that name. But, as I say, that's fine. I'm just making this point, and I'm happy to move on. I'm happy that the folks
I suppose, not that I want to give you any advice.
No, you can do it, sir.
I'm not giving you any advice, but I mean, if you want to test this point, you can take it to a court that...
Yeah, sure.
But that's more one thing, but the other is that there's a charge here for possession of a prohibited weapon without exceptional approval.
Right to a sword, Your Honour.
Files store category A, B, long arm correctly.
So that relates to a 22 calibre rifle, which was registered to the accused, but stored in his van that he was residing at the time.
So, how stored in the van?
Just next to the mattress in the back of the van, right?
There's a van.
In a little box here at the top.
Was he in the van at the time?
Yes, Your Honour. This isn't carrying dangerously. As we've had previously, Your Honour, it's just a failure store in accordance with the requirements. Had no resident at the time, and the firearm was just being carried permanently in.
Good for hunting purposes, of course, but so my plan was to do camping trips, if you like. I'm set up to do all that, and that's part of my plan to go do a little bit of hunting for myself for food, basically. And a bit of a sport, if you like.
Just have said, we'll hear what the summaries are.
Yeah.
You know what all the charges are, all 15?
I'm well aware of all the charges here.
You know, we short charge 150 patients. And they were chronically informant, Friday, 3rd of October, approximately 3:04 p.m. Police attended the Nixon Street, the Allen car park Nixon Street Bairnsdale. 4:33 p.m. they observed the accused leaving his vehicle and intercepting in Francis Street. Number plates attached to the van were false and bore the letters nobody. Police approached the driver with the accused, had a conversation in order to get his driver's licence details. The accused refused to state his name, simply stating that he was nobody. His name was nobody. He was advised to require him to produce his licence and provide his name and address to police upon request, however still failed to comply. He was arrested for that. He was searched and conveyed to Bairnsdale Police Station. Search of his vehicle was conducted, which located some ID in the name of the accused Peter Williams. The accused told police that he was living in his vehicle at the time. At the police station, put to the accused that he was Peter Williams, however he continued to deny that name.
Well, not again.
Correct, John. Not agreed that he used that person, or that he uses that name. He was vehicle was unregistered. His licence was not current at the time, Your Honour. Checks revealed that he was on bail for similar offences and he was remanded in custody. That's the summary of the crime matters. Matters where McCallum is the informant. 24th of September this year, 7:40 p.m. Police intercepted a white Hiace van with attached registration plates stating "Nobody Here," which were non-fixed in accordance with the regulations. The accused driver and above provide any identification or stating name and address when required. Police attendants, other police sergeants attended the scene and requested the accused provide his details. He again refused to provide details and was arrested by police for the purpose of confirming his identity. He was conveyed to the Bairnsdale Police Station where his identity was ascertained.
Fraudulently, I might add.
This year. The vehicle was unregistered as of the 10th of July 2011. He was released pending summons in relation to that matter. And in relation to the matter where Cal is the informant, 21st of August this year, the accused was sitting in the driver's seat of his vehicle on Mitchell Port Road in Bairnsdale. The vehicle was a white Hiace van, which was unregistered at the time. It was displaying Victorian registration plates ZGG530, which were registered to a yellow Holden Rodale utility. Police approached the vehicle and spoke to the accused, who refused to provide his name and address. He was arrested and his vehicle searched and located ID in the name of Peter Williams. He again denied that he was that person or used that name. Checks revealed that there was a licence, held a firearms licence. He was asked if there was any firearms in the vehicle. He informed police there was one in the back of the van. Police searched and located a 20-calibre rifle unsecured against the mattress in the back of the van, along with ammunition and a long-bladed sword. These items were seized. He was unable to provide a firearms licence at the time, but was a holder of a current firearms licence. He was conveyed to the Bairnsdale Police Station. His identity was ascertained, and he was released on bail, having been brought before a bail justice. He was asked why he had a firearm in the vehicle. He stated it was going to be used for target practice at some time in the near future. He was asked about the sword, and he stated, "I don't own it, I don't own anything, to be honest, truth to be known." In relation to the vehicle, he stated, simply that it's mine and private property, never unregistered. registration are all properly in the Crown, including your birth certificate, all names if you like. That's the summary of it.
Anything illegal?
Nothing illegal.
I just might add to that, all wording on those documents too is not very accurate as well.
But generally you agree.
To a certain point, but the thing I'm trying to get around here is all legal documents and the wording thereon aimed at the Crown copyright name are all fraud, and this is why I can't accept the wording as it is, because I am Phoenician, I'm studying Phoenician, and I believe that the English language and the English grammar and the English dictionaries are all constructed to confuse people again and to be a way of a means of communication, which is fair enough. But to me, using Phoenician, all these words have no relevance or meaning, and I would urge to have the documents represented with definite definitions of each word for me to be able to interpret them as they appear. Because that interpretation is completely...
So the police documents?
Any legal documents, is something I'm talking about. I just can't interpret the way that you do, can you?
So, if that was to be done, in the prosecution, because we all have a right to know and understand the case.
That's right. That's correct. That's correct.
Please move on to my second video of this case and just enjoy. Thanks.
That was so beautiful, Pete.
And the heat goes on. I'm going to ask first, everybody, but I'd really be chuffed if somebody could tell me the victory moment in that video or that audio. I know the moment of victory because I felt it, and there was only one. So anybody want to take a stab at what that moment might have been?
I was going for when he asked for the definitions. I thought that was beautiful, but it's probably not it, but it sure was a great way. He's like, woohoo.
That was a continuation after the fact of absolute destruction. It was very subtle, and it's what I've been looking for. I needed to see it in another, and I saw it. And Pete, I can't say thank you enough. I'm going to tell you the moment of victory and why everything just went the way it did, because it couldn't go any other way. Because at the moment you said, yeah, I'm willing to plead guilty, because the only intent and purpose I had here was to get this information, this truth into the court. And that's a pure benevolent intent. I felt every breath of it. Because what he was doing was, in the moment of full surrender, I said, I wished you no harm. Really, if the only purpose of this is for me to get the truth and the benevolence to give you your soul back, that's what I'm here to do. So not only did he offer full surrender, he offered the gift of peace and benevolence as well. And here's the problem with the Crown at that moment, in that blinding instant of pure truth. You see, the Crown cannot pursue at this point because there was nothing to pursue. And to do so would be a crime against truth itself. So they would actually be fighting truth itself. And at that instant, the court was done. Because you can't fight truth. And that's the only thing that Pete offered. And I got to tell you, that full surrender offer of gift in the same, literally in the same fucking breath, was one of the most profound gifts I've ever witnessed someone give. And I offer you a most humble thank you for being a fellow servant. I see you. Wow.
For me too.
Just wow. So that was my moment of pure, unadulterated truth in the full Christ consciousness. That's about as full on as it gets, boys and girls. So listen back to that moment and feel. I'm listening with my heart. I'm just, because I know he knows what he's going to say. Nice while cock teased with the pond there a few times as well, Pete. That was some good shit going on. Well, I was just considering it, wiggling the pond. I was thinking I might move this pond, but I might not move any ponds at all. And all they want you to do is move a pond. And when you made the offer to move that pond, any pond, it didn't matter at that point. If I'm going to move a pawn and be guilty, then so be it. You're going to slay the innocent here because I'm giving you the peace right back. Oh, perfect singularity.
Greater love hath no man than this.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
Boy, fucking Christmas again today. Wow, what's that all about? Every day, man. Peter, are you there? Oh, please be there. Let me see.
Yes, just listening.
There you are. I'll get Mark's mic open if he's not on the other. Hey, Mark, stop answering your phone when somebody calls you on Skype. Do us a favor, will you? Jump in and say, I got another call coming in. Kate, mute me out. I'll do that for you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Otherwise, look at that funky, stupid music. And then I got it. Well, actually, you're an easy spot now. I didn't even spot it. So look, everyone knows you're doing it. So stop doing it. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, Katie Bitchlab, yay, you get one. It's an honorary. You know, you got to get.
I love you, Peter. I love you.
Go, Pete.
Thanks, mate.
Pete, that was unbelievable. That was so. Wow.
I can't tell you. Like the things that come out.
What a combo! Oh my God! Sorry.
The things that come out of my mouth that day. I don't know whether I was actually in control of it, but it just come out. So that was okay.
Hey Pete, I know when you're not in when the you think is you is not in control because it's coming out perfect because creation's got this. Same thing happened when the ice
right. Yeah.
I had to listen to the thing over to remember what I said.
No, I knew I was being protected, so I just went for it.
Yeah, do you know when you're in the moment? It's when you're not even there. So
that's
crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, Pete and passion, what a combo. Do you remember that chaga that Kevin was asking me about the other night? I just found it. And I just tried it. Wow. Hi. What a beautiful zone. Thank you. It's like instant meditation with all the bells. It's beautiful. Sorry, I was having a moment. I thought I'd share it. Hope you don't mind me being all open and all.
It's wonderful.
Oh no, Kate's telling the truth again. Shit. She's smoking a bowl. She told everybody again. Yeah, I do whatever. It's just like, well, I know I have to tell you because Kevin asked me, so now I can give the opinion. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's sort of like smoking a breath mint, you know? It's that kind of comforting and cool. It's really, wow, chaga. Interesting. I think it comes from peppermint.
It's nice to have you explain this to people, Kate, because I can't actually explain it myself, but you're doing it.
Well,
that's great.
Go back to that moment of full surrender, because that's where you reach the absolute point of hopelessness. I know hopelessness and absolute surrender when I feel it, because I've been there. So you remember the moment, right?
Yep, sure.
And that was the moment you completely let go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the moment that you, all of you, completely let go. And I know when you've let go, because all you'll ever answer anybody with now is, okay, I can look at that. I don't need to hold on to that. I can let that go if I want or not. So now you have full control of your free will choice, because you've now made it your choice, no one else's. How cool is that?
And knowing what the word plea means, I wasn't going to plea, not in any way.
No, man, you jumped in with perfect timing. You didn't give those sharks a chance to think about circling, let alone circle. Yeah, buddy, you nailed it shut in that blinding moment of absolute surrender and offer of peace. Because I don't care how evil you are, you ain't going to chase that shit. Because you'll never catch it. And if you do, it'll crush you.
That's
Everybody,
yep.
back away. And they did. And it was, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, there's where the case ended right there. Cool. Excellent. Good job, Pete. Felt your heart. I'll smoke a bowl with you and go dancing any day. I recognize thy fellow servant, you know.
How about a jam?
Hey, yeah, well, electronic kit. Is that a Roland, by the way?
It certainly is. One of the best.
Uh-huh, you got the good shit. I thought it was, because I only recognized the good shit. Yeah, great kit, man. I used to love hacking around on those, because they're actually a lot of fun, and I don't mean easy to play as in easy to play. They're just very easy to play. You know, they're comfortable to play. You know, there's not a whole lot. You don't have to beat the living shit out of them. You can, you can set the rates of attack, right? So,
yeah,
you know,
they're sensitive, of course, but yeah. No, it was great. I was so over the moon to be able to be playing the kits again, because I haven't done it for 2 years now. You know.
Yeah, well, did you hear the early part of the show when I was explaining my own anagogic with that about confronting my own guitar?
I did. I understand all that now. That's brilliant.
Okay,
yeah.
so you were the physical play out in another point of view that I've been looking for to confirm that I solved it within me. So thank you. That's the gift I get. I get to see my own self-realization, self-actualization. I get to see my now and literally the fruits of my own internal labors. You are the fruit of my labors as I am the fruit of yours.
That's right.
Boy, when you guys see this shit, when you see this, you'll be running for the how do I do this? You know, it's easy. Come on. Just stand in truth. Call out the liars and know that you're completely free, completely safe, because creation has you, and you will only be tested to the level that you doubt that. That is a promise.
Yeah. No, I just felt I had to share that. That's probably the reason why.
That is the reason why.
That's why I put it on video.
I don't talk about probablys or hopes. I talk about all reasons, all things for a reason. It's up to me to decide. I know why. And the more I know whys you collect, that's asking the self the whys, WHYS, and the more of those you ask, that's how you become the wise. You become the answer to your own question through your own wisdom. Isn't that interesting? What a singularity, isn't it? Again? Yeah. See, that's my job. Actually, you know, we talked about the jobs earlier. So yeah, I'm just a little dot connector. I just connect little dots. That's all. Well,
the second part, I'm sure you'll be interested in, and also outside the court. Yep. I'm outside the court is fun too.
I'm loving watching a master dancing. Like, that's why I go dance with you, because I know you never step on my feet. I'll let you lead. Go ahead. No, because I know you won't step on my feet. I can trust you to lead. Isn't that interesting?
You can trust feet.
Well, you know, here's the thing about being the black sheep. You always want to be the one leading. You know, I can lead the charge, and it's only when you finally understand that. Wait a minute, you got to find a dance partner. If you got no one to lead, and that's what ego does, makes everybody a leader. I want to lead the dance, right? If you got nobody to lead, then you're just going to be dancing with yourself in circles. So I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to look for someone that I can trust to lead me because they lead themselves in the same way I do. That way, I know they'll never step on my feet. So I'll dance with you any day of the week because I know you can lead, and I'm quite comfortable to lay back in the arms and follow because you're only leading me through my own path anyway. Wow. It's a good night tonight.
Oh, no, I love it.
Keep it going.
Oh, yeah. Well, what do we got? You know, here's me wanting to log off 50 minutes ago. We got about 9 minutes here, guys. So let's just dance it out. I mean, hell. Boy, I got to say, Pete, you dance a mean tango. And I don't even want to think of where you put the rose.
Hey, the silly thing is I can't dance. That's why I play drums.
Well, you left me breathless, I tell you.
Thank you.
Great? Isn't it great, guys, when you listen to everyone's story, that's a subplot of your own, you hang on the edge of your seat because you know what you'd do, and then all of a sudden they do exactly what you do, and you go, yeah, I do that too. And then what's happening here is everybody's sitting at the edge of their seat for no reason at all because we know what you do. Right? But that's the singularity of it. It's so exciting to sit on the edge of your seat to see exactly what you expect.
Yeah.
Singularity, hilarious.
See, the crazy thing is, I've listened to everybody else and what they've done in the court, and I've thought, wow, that's amazing what they've done. And I thought, well, mine wasn't going too good. I didn't think I was getting anywhere, but it's amazing what's happened.
Well, I'm just trying. What I'm doing right now, I guess I kind of figured you already had a real good grip on it, and I'm glad that you don't, because this is my wonderful gift to open, is to show you how incredible you did in those breathtaking moments of absolute victory. And surprise, bet you didn't see that one. And that's what I do. I just pull out all the surprises of your presence. Oh man, you guys are so much fun to open.
What a joy.
Truly.
You guys are like a walking, talking acid trip every time I'm at this table. Seriously. If you could only hear you like I hear you, you'd know what I'm saying. And don't worry, I see you. It's all good.
That Cheshire grin is just growing and growing and growing.
Oh, it's just a little. Exponential. Yeah, here's an oxymoron. Oh, it's just a little exponential. Okay, yeah, never mind. What a great singularity. That's what oxymoron is. It's a singularity. Jumbo shrimp, military intelligence, smart ass. Oh, anyway, sorry. Good chog, eh?
Yeah.
Well, if anything, case entertaining.
I think the second part of that is not very long, so yeah, it'd be nice to get everybody
we'll do
to
that
listen.
tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night. I didn't realize I only had the one YouTube. Is it up already?
Yeah, everything's up, right to the outside.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Blonde Irish bimbo thing going on tonight, I guess. No, actually, not really, because you had me at I surrender. I'm thinking, what's the point from here, man? That's total victory right there. They can't touch that shit with a 10-foot pole.
The second video is just going to be icing on the cake, Katie.
Oh, yeah. A few strawberries, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the conclusion at the end.
Oh, right. Well, tell you what. What I actually mentioned to Jerry, maybe Liberty, if you guys want to run the helm tomorrow night, I can still sit in, whatever, it's no problem. But if you want to do a Jerry, Liberty, Jerry thing, the table's yours if you want it.
I'll take it, and I think if Jerry's free, she would love to do it. So yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we'll do a Jerry Lewis show. Kidding, Jerry and Jerry and show. I know, right? It's the straight man comedy. Get it? Singularity. It's perfect because both can be straight men and both can be the comedy. So.
Yep.
See?
I'll tell you what, Katie, the wisdom of those two ladies, and the last show they did, it was such an amazing experience. Thank you both.
Yeah, I told you don't need me.
Oh,
you're so deep. Oh my God,
deep in our hearts. You're so deep in our hearts.
Take that gift. See, look how big and beautiful. You don't need me. You might think you do, but you don't.
You're the crutch we need.
Now all you have is me, because you don't need me. I'm going to be here anyway. Why would you need something that you're always going to have? That's all. Just singularity.
It's not that we. It's not that we need you. It's that we want you.
Yeah. I know. All right. Well, you bring the wine at least.
Or some more Tonga.
Oh my God. Well, she might not be wise some nights, but some nights she's just downright loopy. Yeah. I'm allowed. I can be anything and all things. I did say that, correct? Yeah. See, I told you I won't lie to you. All right.
Hey, Kate, I think you're... sorry?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think you're the creation, the mother of creation of the no name, which is nice to hear.
Well, you know, hey, that goes right back to the clan clue that I had. It's not me, it's just a clue I had, right? Thompson, about and the motto being, know thyself. So if we're the law keepers, lawmakers, I'm thinking, well, there's only one law I got to worry about, and that would be the know thyself. And of course, it has to be because it's the Ka-Ti. It's the spirit of the law of truth and consciousness, right? So, know thyself, KT. So that's all I'm doing is I'm fulfilling that law. I'm making damn sure you know who you are. It's the law, apparently. And I'm the new sheriff's in town. And boy, she's a nasty bitch. You know, whether you like it or not. Because here's the truth. Because when you do know yourself, you're going to love you so much. You will love you as I do.
Yeah. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, and don't worry, I'll kick you out of the nest to make sure you fall far enough and fast enough that your wings will open one way or the other. You'll fly. You're
going back through the Freeman era, I did attend a court case here maybe 10 years ago now, and even then it was still about the name, so that the guy was warned not to answer to his name when he went to court. But he got tripped up, unfortunately, so he fell into their jurisdiction. Yeah, but it was brilliant. It was the same old story. It's been around for a while, you know.
Oh, before we roll out, we got about a minute left. I want to touch on one other thing with this. So we'll cover this in the third part tomorrow night. I love the sneaky little. Well, you're what, 66 years old? You know, going for the back door of the how old are you birth certificate. If we can get close to assume and presume it's that, we'll do that. Right? So these guys were playing it up like, well, I've seen it before, but they were doing a real good job of, let's see what we can trick Pete with. Can we get him with the age thing? And can we get him to, you know, and wiggle that pawn, tease. Well done. Hell of a chess player.
No,
I'll dance.
I'm not 66 at all.
Oh, I know. You're infinite.
It's right, yeah. It's only a number.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.